Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan and welcome to ApeNews. Bad Boom Classic Group B, the online qualifier to huge offline tournament in Dubai, was played yesterday. And in community there was a lot of talk, is Happy going to perform? Because if you remember, he was losing important series before, but in this tournament, in this qualifier, he came prepared. He won versus Jens 2-0, this is his best matchup, Undead versus Nidal, and then in the upper bracket final he defeated Soin 2-0, and sadly Jens, even though he's an amazing guy, he had no real chance versus Colorful. And ladies and gentlemen, the other spot for Dubai was played between Soin and Colorful. Colorful on paper was the favorite. He is performing well, very well recently. He's motivated, he's streaming a lot, especially his show matches versus Sok, and the games were very close. The final decider game was casted on Back to Warcraft.
SH, he got him! Soin! On the way to Dubai again! Massive pounce! He's going for it! Double hero kill would probably seal the deal. Dryad opened the gate. This mana potion is a game-winning consumable. Double kill! Colorful! The dreams of Dubai shattered! Soin does it! What 2 days this was! After a huge losing streak.
Playoffs of B Cup continues, and yesterday we saw Hero versus Moon series in the upper bracket. And let me tell you, Moon had some close games, but Hero was stronger. And one clip from this game was casted by SaulApeMan. Okay, we want to have a redo under the invul, let me tell you that. And now Demon Hunter is getting some love again. And Death Knight 48, 2 HP Death Knight, but he has the invul, and he's kiting back. There is double the supply for the undead, but still Mr. Moon is fighting. And still Mr. Moon is fighting this. Games between them were quite close, and Moon is the only Nidal player that is still playing Hypogryphs versus Destroyers as an anti-air counter instead of Druid of the Talon in the Crow form. And the other game was played between Blade and Cini. It was classic human versus Nidal, and Blade was victorious. Cini is not that active these days. Big news from China were true that Mr. Sky had a big announcement, and basically he announced that he and other sponsors are going to put a lot of money into KK platform. If you don't know what it is, it's basically the Chinese Warcraft 3 champion, so it's like a ladder platform where you can play Warcraft 3. And basically we have a Twitter post from Mr. Orkwolf, who is like our connection to China, so he can speak English, and he's giving us some information. So the first thing first, you know that on Warcraft 3 champions, like top 16 players are every season invited into end season tournament. You may say that they have a chance to win some money for their season placement, and it's a similar idea for a KK platform. We don't know the details, but there will be some money in basically their ladder performance. And also the big change was about basically, if you don't know, in Warcraft 3 scene there is a lot of Chinese organized show matches, like between 2 players, sometimes maybe between like King of the Hill format with 4 players, and they happen basically almost every day. And now basically the idea by Mr. Sky is like to put them all on KK platform, because for now they're organized on Warcraft 3 champions, to put them on KK platform, and instead of like paying direct money for winning a show match, a player can get some points, and at the end of each year players can share like a lot of money. It's like tens of thousands of dollars, and based off those tournament points. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? We don't know much. Basically, as we can see, the Chinese community is trying to buff this KK platform, and is it going to mean that less Chinese and Korean players are going to be active on Warcraft 3 champions? We don't know yet. As we can see, this is the ladder. So we have a lot of Asian and Chinese players. I mean Korean and Chinese players. So we have of course Happy, then Colorful from China, Fortitude from China, Chaos from China, Sok from Korea, Labyrinth from Korea, Medusa from China, and Linguagua from China, and so on. And I hope they are going to still play on Warcraft 3 Champions, the time will tell. And Mr. Neo, who actually may understand this situation a little bit better, had this to say.
I'll wait for more details. Like in some aspects it's good, because these show matches, they're really, really, really not healthy. So kinda wrapping this under one umbrella is the right idea. Everything else is risky at best.
ApeNews team did some digging, and apparently, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that easy to play on KK platform if you are just a Warcraft 3 player. According to Mr. Orgwolf, KK platform is like trying to improve the service, because yes, Warcraft 3 Champions is amazing. We have amazing servers, nice matchmaking, there is not that many bugs, right? The service works, and basically Mr. Orgulf is saying that they are not opening yet to Chinese players, but non-Chinese players, but if you have a Chinese mobile phone number, you should be able to play. I don't know about you, but I don't have a Chinese mobile phone number, so for now the KK platform is an unknown to SaulApeMan. Harstem is continuing his grind on ladder, and his MMR is going higher and higher, and now he's no longer is like, oh, this StarCraft 2 player has low MMR. No, to the opposite, his MMR is looking quite nice, and it's still growing. And yesterday, for the first time, Mr. Harstem met a real good Pala Rifle player. His name was Ladziuk from Poland. Let's look at the clip.
I remember making the exact same mistake before. You just can't kill nothing that these guys have. Oh, nice.
But don't worry, Mr. Grabby was in chat of Mr. Hardstrom, and immediately they watched Lem's game versus Simons, and Mr. Grabby gave some advice to Hardstrom. It's interesting to see if Mr. Hardstrom is going to be able to win versus Pala Rifle now. And speaking about coaching from Grabby, Mr. Hardstrom is one of us, ladies and gentlemen, because in Warcraft 3 the most popular saying is that the weakest race is the one you play. So, Mr. Hardstrom, join our community hive mind mindset.
I'm such a partisan hack, honestly. Whenever an orc does something remotely decent, even just killing a creep, I go, yeah, that's my boy. And then whenever a human does something decent, I just blame it on balance. I'm an actual orc grifter. It's unbelievable.
It's great to hear that coaching with Grabby works not only in MMR department, but also in the mindset department. And speaking about mindset, Mr. Grabby said this about his plan in Warcraft 3.
To adopt it, but I'll tell you what, I didn't really try hard the last 18 to 20 months. I was doing requests and shit. This is my first episode of try hard again in almost 2 years. So this is very new to me. It's only almost 2 years ago.
He's of course very excited to see Mr. Grabby playing for real, and of course he doesn't play that much, but yesterday he had a nice session. He won versus Sonic, he lost versus Sonic, he played versus TGW, so Mr. Grabby keep grinding, because everybody likes to see Grabby in a good shape on ladder. Also, we know how Twitch chat is, of course, to spark some drama is not that rare in the Twitch chat, and Mr. Grabby, asked about casters in Warcraft 3, said this.
Casters? The best casters for Warcraft 3. The best casters are also the only casters. It's back to Warcraft. They have a monopoly. They've mafia'd everyone out of the scene. No one else is actually following the scene. So, I mean, there's a couple of smaller ones.
As a smaller caster myself, I can assure you that Back to Warcraft / Neo is not trying to destroy me. It's just the opposite. Thank you for the support, but maybe Grabby was right. The time will tell, and you will learn more about this by watching ApeNews. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a still Bad Boom Classic and B Cup. So Fortitude versus Dice, Hero versus Focus in this Group C. So Fortitude and Hero, of course, favorites, but Mr. Focus versus Undead recently is performing very well. And in the B Cup, Colorful Cow, Linguagua Lolayet. Linguagua became a little bit of a crowd favorite after his TC laming game versus Pink, the Undead. So sadly, Mr. Linguagua is going to play versus Elf only, but let me tell you, Orcs know how to lame Night Elf as well. And to finish the today cast, I'm really excited to tell that SaulApeMan have a deal with Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck is not playing today, he's playing tomorrow, but if he's going to advance to Dubai, he's going to call in to ApeNews.
Saul, honestly, if you would call me, I would be down for a live interview with camera from Dubai on a skyscraper drinking mojito with my friend Makrura card. Imagine Makrura picture on like 55th floor.
Winning games in tournament with Power Rifle and offering a call in to ApeNews. How we cannot be all the big fans of the Starbuck. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow in the next episode of ApeNews.